Kelly Clarkson is tired of being nice after years of mental suffering and mistreatment in her marriage. Her divorce from Brandon Blackstock was contentious. The singer remained mute until now, despite whispers and headlines. Brandon believed he had the upper hand, but Kelly stood up for herself and refused to be bullied. What caused their divorce? Join us as we uncover their split and its resolution. Search for a superstar. Kelly Clarkson received a golden ticket to the Hollywood rounds of American Idol in May 2002. She made it, but viewers didn't see her until the second episode. Kelly recalled that moment as chaotic in a 2012 interview. The show's format was changing daily, so it felt unorganized and unclear. American Idol had new issues, even though Pop Idol was identical in the UK. Contestants typically have to sort things out alone. They were even dropped off at a mall in order to pick national television-appropriate clothing without supervision. Kelly joked that she bought white jeans that made her look like a cocktail server, rather than a potential superstar, because she had minimal fashion skills. Kelly stood out due to her talent and bright attitude despite the chaos and uncertainties. She became the first American Idol champion on September 4, 2002, at the Kodak Theater, now the Dolby Theater, with 58% of the vote over Justin Guarini. Her win boosted her career and made American Idol one of the world's most influential singing competitions. Kelly signed huge deals with RCA Records, 19 recordings, and S Records after winning. Simon Fuller, creator of American Idol, and veteran music executive Clive Davis arranged this arrangement and agreed to executive produce her debut album. 2 weeks after her win on September 17, 2002, Kelly released her first song. The double A side included Before Your Love and A Moment Like This, which she played at the show's finale. The record debuted at number 60 on the Billboard Hot 100 list, then rose to number 52 and ultimately number 1. The Beatles held the record for 38 years until this leap. Kelly's stardom was cemented in 2002 when A Moment Like This was the best-selling single in the U.S. Kelly released her first album, Thankful, on April 15, 2003. She blended pop, modern R&B, and gospel on the album. Famous artists like Rhett Lawrence, Diane Warren, The Underdogs, and Babyface worked on the project. Thankful stood out on the radio despite urban R&B's dominance. Music critics lauded it, and it topped the Billboard 200 chart. The album sold over 4.50 million copies worldwide, went double platinum in the US, platinum in Canada, and gold in Japan and Australia. Kelly's 2003 Billboard ranking as the 10th biggest female singer showed that she wasn't a one-season wonder, but a music industry behemoth. Miss Independent, the lead song from Thankful, is her first international top 10 success, including in the US. 2 more singles followed, after appearing in Love. Actually, one song, The Trouble with Love Is, gained prominence despite their lower success. Kelly and Clay Aiken, the second-season American Idol runner-up, co-headlined the independent tour to promote Thankful in 2004. Miss Independent, Kelly's first video album, was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America. Kelly got to meet her fans and prove she was just as powerful live as in the studio on this tour. Kelly made her acting debut in From Justin to that year. Justin Guarini stars in Kelly, a musical love comedy. Unfortunately, the picture bombed. Both reviewers and moviegoers despised it, and it failed at the box office. Kelly later said she didn't want to make the movie but was required to by her American Idol contract. She kept her contract but left the picture in the years that followed. Early in her career, Kelly appeared on TV in addition to music and film. She appeared on Mad TV's Season 8 premiere with American Idol judges Paula Abdul and Randy Jackson, Ryan Seacrest, and Brian Dunkelman in 2002. In 2003 and 2004, she played singer Brenda Lee in 2 episodes of American Dreams, proving she could act. Kelly competed in another singing competition on December 25, 2003, at World Idol, a London event that brought together Idol winners from around the world. She had to represent the US even if she didn't want to compete again. She finished second, slightly behind Norwegian singer Kurt Nilsson, who won with 97 points. Kelly's early years in the spotlight were filled with tremendous accomplishments and tough struggles, but she stayed strong and used every opportunity to grow as an artist. In her first year, she got a #1 album, a Grammy nomination, and millions of sales.
Kelly Clarkson was already establishing herself as a music powerhouse, not simply another reality TV star. She was still tested by life. Kelly soon faced personal challenges that would tear her apart emotionally and test her strength in unexpected ways. What were her obstacles? Find out. A fight against love. In 2006, Kelly Clarkson met talent manager Brandon Blackstock at an Academy of Country Music Awards practice. Their brief meeting yielded nothing. Fate had other ideas. Years later, they met again and something wonderful began to develop. Brandon proposed in December 2012 after their friendship turned amorous. Kelly readily agreed. The pair married in October 2013, uniting their lives and families. Brandon and Kelly expanded to their family after Brandon had 2 children from a previous marriage. Their daughter River Rose was born in 2014, and their son Remington Alexander in 2016. The outer world saw their marriage as perfect. Kelly often gushed about Brandon. She said she had never felt so connected to anyone before him. They smiled, laughed, and showed affection in public. They appeared like a pair that completed each other professionally and personally. Behind the scenes, things were less perfect. Even being married, Kelly felt lonely over time. She later acknowledged that she often felt like a single woman without her dream mate. She struggled emotionally, juggling her career and parenting alone. In June 2020, Kelly filed for divorce due to irreconcilable differences after nearly 7 years of marriage. The heartbreaking transition took time. It followed years of hardship and quiet unhappiness. Kelly said the encounter broke her emotionally. Divorce was difficult. The court struggle was lengthy and complicated. Spousal support, custody of their young children, and property division, especially their Montana ranch, were major disagreements. A judge gave Kelly primary custody of River and Remington in November 2020. Brandon tried to claim part of the ranch, but the court found it belonged to Kelly. Before being ordered out in June 2022, Brandon stayed on the property for some time. Kelly made another change during this difficult time. She legally became Kelly Brienne in February 2022. She said she will continue to use Kelly Clarkson professionally, but the name change was personal due to her tough connection with her late father. She had a strained connection with her father, Stephen Michael Clarkson, since childhood. He left the family when she was 6, and they had a little contact throughout her life. His absence shaped her feelings in music. Piece by Piece, one of her most moving songs, recounts her father's abandonment. Kelly sings about how he left and never returned, leaving her feeling unwanted and abandoned. However, the song also shows how Brandon showed her true love and dedication, which she had never experienced with her father. Kelly was deeply upset by her father's rejection, despite her celebrity and success. She tried to reconnect with him over the years, but failed. Kelly eventually recognized that she would never find closure. She created strong songs that impacted many listeners who had suffered similar heartbreaks instead of letting her grief define her. Kelly persevered despite her own breakdown. Chemistry, her 10th studio album, was released in June 2023 after she channeled her feelings. She wrote about love, heartbreak, and healing on the album, reflecting her marriage and divorce. The album was called one of Kelly's most essential due to its honesty, emotional depth, and amazing voice. Kelly maintained her wit after her divorce. In a Christmas visualizer for her holiday album, she exhibited 4 stockings, 1 for herself, 2 for her kids, and 1 labeled Nope, to playfully represent Brandon's absence. A simple, amusing gesture revealed she was accepting her new existence, suffering and all. Many individuals connected with Kelly's tale. She shared her sadness and its courage and growth. She dedicated herself to her children, ensuring Shore, River, and Remington felt safe, loved, and supported during the difficult transition. In 2023, Kelly started over. She and her children moved to New York City to film The Kelly Clarkson Show's 5th season. It was more than a career change, a new beginning for her family. Kelly discovered joy again in New York. As a single mother, she built a thriving profession. Her talk show was popular with viewers who respected her honesty, perseverance, and humor. Kelly was receptive but wary about future connections. She told interviewers that her children often wanted her to stay unmarried, and she respected their wishes. She nurtured her relationship with River and Remington via emotional honesty and open conversation instead of dating. Kelly was optimistic. She used her marriage, divorce, and childhood lessons to live a happier, more fulfilled life. Her story showed that even after life's worst hardships, you can become stronger, wiser, and ready for the future. Did these obstacles limit her success? Let's investigate. Professional accomplishments of Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson's career is incredible. Over the years, she's become one of her generation's most successful and beloved performers. She has over 100 #1 songs on Billboard charts and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, one of the highest distinctions in entertainment. Millions worldwide have been moved by her music. She has sold over 25 million albums and 45 million singles in the US. She worked hard and connected with her fans to create 14 million albums and 35 million digital singles. Kelly is noteworthy for her musical versatility. She was the first to top pop, adult contemporary, country, and dance charts. This uncommon achievement demonstrates her versatility. Kelly excels in pop, country, and dance songs. The Globe noticed her influence. She was 19th on VH1's 100 Best Women in Music list, demonstrating her legacy. She was also named one of Fuse's 30 Greatest Singing Competition Starters. In 2025, Billboard named her the 11th most successful female musician of the 21st century and 27th overall, a testament to her longevity in a challenging industry. Simon Cowell, who met Kelly on American Idol, has stated that Kelly's success was not due to the show. He claimed that Kelly's international recognition stemmed from her ability in singing, not a TV contest. Simon claimed American Idol discovered her, not vice versa. The Hollywood Reporter labeled her the ultimate pop singer, praising her powerful voice that can be used in pop, rock, country, and dance music. Time magazine's Nolan Feeney noted that Kelly's influence on pop music is greater than many think, demonstrating her widespread influence. Kelly was called a phenomenon by Billboard for proving reality TV could find true musicians. According to the Washington Post, Kelly's powerful voice and charismatic stage presence made reality show vocalists more respected in the music industry. Thankful and Breakaway, her first two albums, sold 10 million copies. Fox Broadcasting Company, which produces American Idol, lauded Kelly with providing the show respect and paving the way for future winners. Kelly's influence on 2000's pop music women was unmistakable. She was a key driver behind the decade's female pop star wave, according to Pop Matter's John Lisiak. Kelly seemed more relatable than her peers. At the 2005 MTV Video Music Awards, she merely showed her midriff during Since You've Been Gone, a refreshing contrast from Britney Spears' hypersexualized performances. Her Girl Next Door feel appealed to young ladies who loved pop music but wanted someone they could identify to. Kelly refused to conform to the industry, unlike many singing competition winners. According to George Varga of the San Diego Union Tribune, Kelly took command of her career by authoring or co-writing much of her music. He also noted that she is the first champion to openly defy many programs' pop formula. Mickey Rapkin of Billboard called Kelly a role model and compared her voice to Aretha Franklin's at her prime. He loved Kelly's fearlessness, especially how she expressed herself through her emotive songs and no-filter social media posts. She was a superstar and a relatable public figure because of her honesty. Kelly's influence goes beyond music. She influenced a new generation of artists. Kelly has influenced Vanessa Hudgens, Demi Lovato, Ava Max, Jordan Sparks, Ashley Tisdale, and Avril Lavigne. Even country singers like Kelsey Ballerini and Priscilla Block have said Kelly's style and fearlessness influenced them. Her ability to play multiple genres and connect with her audience is unusual. Kelly always exceeds expectations, proving she's more than a TV competition winner. A true artist with a strong legacy. Her bravery, perseverance, and incredible voice make her a standout in a changing profession. Beyond music, Kelly has dedicated herself to charity and humanitarian issues. How did she affect others? Find out. Charity work of Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson participated in Idol Gives Back in April 2007. This event raised money for U.S. and African impoverished people. Kelly performed Up to the Mountain with Jeff Beck at the benefit. She proved she wasn't only a musician. She wants real change, too. Kelly continued to use her popularity for good later that year. She sang 5 songs during the Live Earth concerts, a global event to promote awareness of climate change and environmental protection. Kelly was clearly not only interested in her own achievement early on. She wants to help others. Kelly Clarkson started interested in charity work after her American Idol success. She became a March of Dimes ambassador to improve mother-baby health. Kelly gave more than money. She participated and walked in their March for Babies to promote awareness and funds. Her kindness continued. In South Africa, House of Hope creates and cares for orphanages for children affected by HIV, AIDS, violence, and extreme poverty. Kelly also sponsored the organization. Kelly didn't just pay. She visited South Africa to meet the children and provide financial and emotional support. The incident moved her so much that she performed at Jill and Kate's A Night for Hope benefit concert. Kelly performed You Still Won't Know What It's Like, a song inspired by her stay in South Africa. Kelly's philanthropic work grew over time. She has donated to Save the Children, UNICEF, DoSomething.org, and Stomp Out Bullying, which tackles social concerns and benefit children. She worked with the Save the Music Foundation, which promotes school music education. Kelly's compassion went beyond humanity. She also adores animals. She cared for over 80 animals, including goats with amputations, blind dogs, and horses suffering from colic on her Texas ranch. Kelly personally ensured they received quality veterinarian care and found them loving families. Kelly played in a charity performance for Omaha's Opportunity Education Foundation, which helps children worldwide get an education, in March 2013. She stated she believed education had changed her life and wanted every youngster to learn and grow. Kelly and State Farm Insurance launched the Celebrate My Drive program to encourage safe teen driving that year. She also campaigned against U.S. child hunger with Feeding America and the Ad Council. Kelly also visited coffee fields in Peru as part of Green Mountain Coffee's Choose Fair Trade initiative to promote fair trade and ethical farming. Kelly has used her stardom to better herself and others through music, charity, and advocacy throughout her career. Her work includes assisting children, conserving animals, supporting education, and advocating fairness and kindness. Kelly Clarkson's youth. Kelly Brianne Clarkson was born in Fort Worth, Texas, to a humble, hard-working family on April 24, 1982. A first-grade English teacher, her mother, Jean Ann, taught young children. Her father, Stephen Michael Clarkson, was an engineer before retiring. Kelly grew up with elder siblings Jason and Alyssa. It was uncomplicated and cheerful until Kelly was 6, when everything changed. Her childhood was transformed when her parents divorced. After splitting, siblings were separated. Jason lived with their father, Alyssa with an aunt, and Kelly with their mother. Life got harder after that. A few years later, Kelly's mom remarried Jimmy Taylor, causing more disruption in her life. Her traditional religious family centered life on faith. Kelly, a devout Southern Baptist, attended church every Sunday and Wednesday. Church wasn't just for prayer, it became her second home. Early on, she led her church's youth group. Kelly later reflected that she always felt connected to God. As she aged, that connection became more intimate and important. Her faith gave her strength, especially in hard times. However, she remembered her rigorous upbringing with definite rules and expectations. Kelly was raised and adolescent in Burleson, Texas. Pauline Hughes Middle School was her school.